Sigma males are a very rare breed overall, although there are some exceptions. They prefer to spend their time alone or with a limited number of close friends rather than mingling and interacting with members of bigger groups of people. In other words, they are the introverts of the social world. They are notorious for ignoring women, which contributes to the general public's impression that they are unfeeling and inaccessible due to their aloof demeanor. If this is the case, then why do some Sigma males treat their female employees with such disdain? There is a very broad spectrum of imaginable causes and reasons behind this. Maybe they just don't have the capacity to put in the required amount of time or effort to maintain a healthy relationship. Or, it's conceivable that they just aren't interested in women on a romantic level, or that they've been through emotional pain in the past, and as a result, they prefer to keep their distance from everyone else. Another possibility is that they're just not interested in women at all. There is no contesting the fact that Sigma boys may be difficult to get to know. Nevertheless, if you get past their aloofness, what lies beneath is a world of fascinating possibilities. Regardless of the cause, there is no ignoring the fact that Sigma males may be difficult to get to know. The following is a list of 10 reasons why certain Sigma males do not pay attention to women. Number 1. Freedom. The independence of Sigma males is something that is valued really highly. They like to live life to the fullest while spending time with others who share their ideas rather than being judged or controlled, and they do not want to be subjected to any of these things. They regularly behave in line with whatever whim strikes them at any given time, so exhibiting the uncontrolled freedom that is characteristic of every part of their existence. They are not bound by rules or regulations, and they find delight in creating new possibilities for themselves to participate in life's adventures. The male whore from Sigma male who is serving as a device of control or manipulation for the AB. Because they place a high value on independence, they would want to live their lives according to their own rules, free from the added baggage of neediness, jealousy, and control that is often associated with the majority of women. Number 2. It's conceivable that they've been burned in the past. This is something to keep in mind. Regrettably, in the past, there have been female members of Sigma who have caused harm to male members of the fraternity. People have a tendency to put up barriers that make it harder to be close to them as a direct result of this, which makes it more difficult to interact with them. It is also conceivable for them to be totally oblivious to the fact that they are behaving in this manner. Nevertheless, it is necessary to be aware that any woman who is successful in bringing down those limits will be handsomely rewarded for her efforts, and this is something that should be kept in mind at all times. Even if a Sigma male has had his feelings injured in the past, this does not mean that he is incapable of opening up to and loving another person. On the contrary, it just means that he may be more cautious about doing so. Again, all this demonstrates is that he needs to proceed with extreme caution, and the lady needs to demonstrate that she is worthy of his confidence before he would grant it to her. This is the only conclusion that can be drawn from this information. Number 3. They have got enough of all the drama queens and have had it to a point where they have had enough. Dating women who are always looking to cause drama and get attention is not something that Sigma males are interested in doing. They would want to live a life free from anxiety and conflict, therefore they wish to steer clear of dating women so they may escape the roller coaster of feelings that comes with it. This does not imply that they are looking for a woman who does not have any strong opinions or self-belief, rather, they prefer women who are able to convey their viewpoint without causing any unnecessary drama. This does not imply that they are looking for a woman who does not have any strong opinions or self-belief. Women who have a positive attitude on life and are tolerant of everyone and everything are given greater regard by these people. Number 4. They feel that in order to discover the meaning of their existence, they need to have their privacy respected. When Sigma males are young, it may be tough for them to share their inner thoughts since they are always focused inward, attempting to determine who they are and what sort of life they want to lead. This may make it difficult for others to understand what they are thinking. Because of this, it is challenging for them to communicate with other people. They have the misconception that the noise around them is less relevant than their own voice, despite the fact that this is not the case. At this point in their development, it is challenging for individuals to make a commitment since they are unclear about the path their life should take and the options available to them. Because they are not yet ready for a relationship, it is likely that they may lose interest in women. Nevertheless, this is simply a temporary state of affairs on their part. When they eventually figure out what it is in life that they want to do, then they will make a commitment to the right person. It's probable that in order for them to find out who they are and what it is that they want, they need a lot of time alone to think things out on their own. However, this does not imply that they are giving in to feelings of self-pity or laziness. To put it more succinctly, they are looking toward the long term rather than the near future in their planning. Introspection of a profound kind is oftentimes prompted as a direct result of the attention that is paid. Number 5. They regularly make the decision to spend time alone themselves. The males of the Sigma species value the time they get to spend alone themselves. This does not suggest that they want to spend the rest of their lives by alone, rather, the fact that they normally just commit time in the relationships that they have is a truth that stays. To tell you the truth. And as a consequence of this, males have an inclination to disregard women, either because they do not find them intriguing or because they do not have the time to interact with them. It's conceivable that at first look they give off the impression of being frigid and unapproachable, but as you get to know them, you'll see that they're actually just introverted and like to keep to themselves. They are picky about the persons to whom they show their weaknesses, and they would rather keep to themselves most of the time. Number 6. They find comfort in the solitude and calm of the environment. In general, Sigma males would rather be in their own company or the company of a small group of close friends than in the company of a large group, in which they are likely to feel overpowered and outnumbered. They would also prefer this situation to being in the company of a large group, in which they are likely to be outnumbered. Even though they are able to enjoy social activities such as parties and get-togethers, they frequently have to take multiple breaks in order to keep their energy levels up. This is necessary in order for them to function normally. They also like the tranquility and privacy that comes with being by themselves. This might be anything from spending time by yourself in nature or reading a book, to watching a documentary or reading a book. And because of this, men usually find that it is difficult to live with a woman who is constantly asking for attention, and this makes living with such a woman difficult for them. Number 7. The majority of the time, they are concentrating their focus on either their work or their education. Because Sigma males are often highly focused individuals, there are times when they just do not have the time or energy to dedicate to a love connection. This may be frustrating for all parties involved. This is the reality for a great number of people who are either deeply engrossed in their academic pursuits or in the process of launching their jobs. They are not concentrating on what you are saying. They would also choose to channel their vigor and energies in a different way, if given the choice. It's possible that they enjoy the company of other women, but if they do have a partner, it's usually someone who gets them and doesn't get upset when they need time to themselves or when they want to spend time with other people. If they don't have a partner, it's possible that they enjoy the company of other women. If they aren't already in relationships, Sigma males frequently discover that they have a strong attraction to women who are intelligent and goal-oriented in their own way. They are more interested in dating women who have their own hobbies and passions outside of the confines of the relationship, as well as the bravery to pursue those hobbies and passions. Number 8. They abhor the notion of waste their time and energy on dishonest people and find it abhorrent. Sigma males have a reputation for being good character assessors, and they prefer to make investments in honest persons who have something worthwhile to contribute to the world. This is because Sigma males believe that sincere people have more to offer the world. Due to the existence of this fact, when they try to date someone who isn't real or who doesn't have anything to give other than drama and emotional games, they commonly find that it is difficult for them to do so. This is because the person they are dating doesn't have anything to contribute other than drama and emotional games. They would rather not be in the company of other ladies because they avoid being around those who are always attempting to draw attention to themselves. And rather than spending their time on phony women, They choose those who have the self-confidence to enable themselves to be loved and supported by the guy they select. In other words, they are looking for women who are able to take care of themselves. In addition, they would rather spend their time and energy on themselves than on following their own personal hobbies and interests in the available time that they have. The guys in Sigma have had it up to this with being taken in by insincere individuals, and as a result, they like to make things as simple as is humanly possible. This is because the world is filled with so many people who are dishonest. They want a companion who can enjoy life without the need for attention or drama, and they want that attitude to be mirrored back to them by their partner. Additionally, they want their partner to have a positive outlook on life. Number 9. They have quite specialized gustatory preferences. It may take Sigma boys some time to settle down and establish a commitment since they are constantly trying to widen their horizons and experience new things in life. They are aware of the qualities that should be present in the person who would be their ideal mate. So that they don't waste their time on the wrong person, this is to avoid it from happening. They could give the impression of being devoted opponents, when, in reality, they have a highly fussy attitude about all that life has to offer. Because they have such high standards, they won't settle down until they discover the one who meets all of their requirements in a spouse. They won't commit to a relationship until they are quite confident that it will be beneficial to them, and they won't accept anything less than what they rightfully deserve in a partner. Number 10. The majority of the time, females have an inaccurate perception of them. Sigma males have an apathetic outlook on life and do not always respond to situations in the manner that other people predict they will. This gives them an advantage in many situations. They act in this manner because they place an extremely high importance on objectivity. It is possible for others to interpret this as rudeness or aloofness. Nevertheless, this is not at all what the speaker means to communicate with their actions. When they do decide to share their thoughts, the opinions that they provide are frequently received with hostility from women who are unable to look past the Sigma silence. They tend to be somewhat reticent, and the only time you'll hear from them is if they have something particularly fascinating to contribute to the discussion. When males do speak up, the opinions that they share are frequently perceived by women to be a challenge. It's typical for women to believe that if a man doesn't communicate much, he must be boring or uninterested in them if they don't hear much from him. This is a frequent misconception, but it's not always accurate. When a Sigma male does talk, what they have to say is usually engaging and inspires the listener to examine the matter more thoroughly than before they heard it. They don't talk just to talk for the sake of talking, but when they do talk, what they have to say is typically insightful and intriguing, so it's well worth your time to listen to what they have to say when they do talk.
Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And do share with your friends so we may continue to create them. To see more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Additionally, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.